Hello friends, hello family. Hi, you have tuned again into this video, into this channel, raising energy, raising vibration. Okay, in today's video, family, friends, colleague, we are going to talk about how to be healthy and avoid disease. How to be healthy and avoid disease. This is what I'm going to share with you. In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 main secrets. If you practice them to the latter, you are going to see disease are not more going to be a problem any longer, and you are going to stay healthy. So make sure you watch this video till the end, not so that you not miss any of those details, because any single of those details matter a lot. Okay, I'm Hamza, so I'll be guiding you in this channel, so just follow me. Okay, how to stay healthy and how to avoid disease. In stay healthy and in avoid disease, there are 4 things you have to consider. 4 main elements. The first element is the mind, the second is the food, the third is the water, and the fourth element is the sun. Now, I'm going to take those elements one by one and explain to you how you can manipulate those elements to have a healthy life and to avoid disease forevermore in your life. Okay, take note. Number 1 element, the mind. When we talk about the mind here, we talk about cleanliness. We talk about being present. Now, let me take the direction 1, the mind in cleanliness. The mind is something that controls the human. When we talk about the mind, we are talking of the soul. We are talking of the subconscious. It's because of our thinking that we feel. It's because of our thinking that we act. And a series of thoughts bring about belief, and the belief bring about what happened to us, bring about our action, and consequently determine what happened to us in return. So just follow me up. The mind in cleanliness, abstain from any negative thought, put in and send out. Yes, as I was saying, you have to send out positive thoughts. Why? Positive thoughts are constructive thoughts. It means you have to start thinking positively. You have to start thinking things on your favor. Things are the favor of the higher self. Things are the favor of your soul. When you send out negative thoughts, for example, negative thoughts are destructive thoughts. Negative thought doesn't build. Negative thoughts, on the contrary, destroy it. We know about the law of attraction that says that what? Anything that is being in thinking, being it your emotion, and being it your action, that you send out onto the universe, you attract that thing in multiple fold. And that's the reason why you have to really think positively. You have to think in the terms of love. You have to think in terms of feeling. In terms of happiness. You have to think in terms of joy. You have to think in terms of patience. You have to think in terms of kindness. You have to think in terms of gentleness. When you think in that way, in terms of forgiveness, when you think in that way, I'm telling you, you are going to see that you'll be healthy. You are going to see that health will be your portion. Now, because if you think that way, you are going to feel that way, and automatically you are going to act that way. And automatically, the more you send out positive vibration or positive energy, the more you attract it in multiple folds. Another thing about the mind about being present. The mind about being present. You know, there are many people that use their mind They live in the past or they live in the future. For example, they spend their time regretting about the errors of the past, the pains of the past, the sufferings of the past, the torments of the past. Now, please listen to me very well. When you do like that, you are not in harmony with yourself. You are not in harmony with the mind. You spend your time living in the past or living in the present, living the things that are going to happen. Be grateful of the actual present. Forget about those things. Those things are things that are not actual, because their life has never been lived in the past or in the future. The future and the past are just illusions. Life is left. Yes, yes. Life is lived in the present and not in the future. So it's meaningless. It's useless thinking about those things. Please. The subconscious mind or your mind doesn't know the difference between the future or the present. Everything, whether be in the present, whether be in the future, whether be real, your mind take it as to be real. If you have ever noticed, when you watch a film that is filled with a lot of friction, you see, you start feeling, you start expressing the same emotion, the same like anxiety that the film express. It's a film that is filled with a lot of fear. You start feeling fear inside of you. The fear have hold you. Of which is just a film. It's just a film. The mind doesn't know the difference between the past, the present. He don't know. For him, whatsoever you live, you are living it. And I'll add this bonus about the mind in staying healthy and avoiding disease. Now, you can boost your immunity system by meditating. Meditating more about being in the present, meditating more about healthy, and because of that, the emotion, the feeling of health will encompass your whole body, will take hold of your whole body. Now, the mind again in harmony. Please, if you are watching this video and you know you are not in harmony with the spirit, with the soul, and with the body, you are open to any kind of thing. I'm just telling you. Please use your mind to be in harmony with your body, with your soul, and with your spirit. In harmony is something that brings about disease. When I talk of harmony, it means that live your soul purpose. If you know inside of you that you are doing something and you are in conflicting mode with your soul, you know that this thing that I'm doing is not like this, that I opt to be doing it, but at least you are doing it because of some physical satisfaction. It means you are not in harmony with your soul, and neither you are in harmony with your spirit. Because of those conflicts, it will later express himself or manifest himself in addiction, in anger, in bitterness, and in any form. That is the reason why some people are so angry. Yes, that's the reason why you see in life that some people that express some attitude like addiction, like anger, and like many other attitudes that are ill to the society, is simply because they have been living inharmonious with their soul and with their spirit. And when you live in an inharmonious way, please, it will manifest in later life in any form, and you will not be healthy. You will be exposed to disease, and your immune system will be breakdown. When you use the mind living in harmony with your spirit, that is doing what you know you ought to do, doing what you are happy doing, and doing what your intuition is telling you to do, and your higher self is telling you to do. I beg you, you are going to be healthy in life. So those are the other two bonus I've added concern about the mind. Now I'm going to talk now about the food. Now, food is energy stored, but there's some food that has negative energy in them, and there's some food that boosts our energy. Because there's some people that, if you have ever noticed, there's some food that when you eat, it causes you to be tired. When you eat some certain food, it make you to be light. That is, it excites you to do something, certain things. That is food. Food has both negative and positive energy in them. They have those store in them, because this food that we are seeing, they attract them from nature, and they process it. Now, food of positive energy like citrus food, that food that's good to eat, because when you eat those food, they increase your energy, and later on increase your vibration. Now, we have vegetable fruit, and we have some fruit that are that rotten fast, like cocoyam, cassava. These are good food that if you eat them, I beg you, your energy is going to increase. But some food like meat, please avoid meat. Meat is not good, because meat take a long process to be digested, and because of that long process that it take, during that process it release some acid. It cause the body to release acid, and these acid are detrimental to the body. These acid are very dangerous to the body, and in the long run it will change the biological and the chemical compositions of the cell, you see, producing cancerous cells. Please stay away or avoid meat. Avoid meat. To eat fish is better than, yes, I was saying, to eat fish is even better than eating meat, because when you eat meat like that, you take the trauma, you take the energy that has been stored into that animal, and you transfer it into your own. If you have noticed, you see that these carnivorous animals that feed on flesh, they are more aggressive than omnivorous animals that feed on grass. Lion is more aggressive than elephant. Lion or tiger is more aggressive than a sheep, than a cow. You have to ask yourself why. In flesh there's energy, there's an aggressive tendency, so that's why you have to feed mostly on vegetable and mostly on fruits. And as I was saying, food again, in domain of mastication, that is chewing the food. When you eat, make sure you chew the food very well. Chew the food until it become liquid before you digest it, before you send it into your stomach. Because if not, the food is going to cause lots of complication in the body. That's one way you can use food in maintaining, in staying healthy, and in avoiding disease. Now, I will talk about the next element, that is water. Water is one of the elements that is very important, that if we manipulate it very well, we are going to stay healthy and avoid diseases. Now, water. Water, first of all, our body is composed of more than 80% or 85% of water. That we already know. What makes us is water. That is more than 80% of our body. Now, using water, how can you use water in staying healthy and in avoiding disease? Is to take a water based. Bath yourself with water. People have always been bathing themselves, their physical body, but they forget about the interior bath. Taking an interior bath with water is very essential. And how can you take an interior bath? Early in the morning, what you should do, you stand up, you take about 1 liter of water. 1 liter of water. The first thing you do, you take 1 liter of water inside of your system. If you can even drink 1.5 liter, is good. That is, when you drink that, you are bathing your system with water. Water will go and clean your blood, clean your system, even clean any negative energy that has been deposited in you while you were sleeping. Water is going to flush it out. That's how you can. Yes, that's how you can use water in staying healthy and avoiding disease. Okay, we are going to move to our last element. The last element that we are going to talk about is the sun rays, sunshine. We know that on earth without the sun there is no life. And I want just to take you this example. Always good for you to go out of your house, go out indoor, and spend some few minutes in the sun. We can talk about the early sun. The early sun, our body take the early sun and produces vitamin D. That is transform the sun rays into vitamin D. And vitamin D is one of the vitamins that our body needs in growing in many things in many things, even spiritually. For example, I'll just take this critical example. If you take plants that will produce, that will cause them to grow in ovum, plant that has been deprived from sun rays, and you take another plant that has been produced outside, that is under the sun, you are going to notice differences in the two plants. You are going to see that first of all, the other plant that is produced outside under the sun rays is more greener and more strong, and the other one is weaker and less green. Now, so as the plant to absorb the sun rays in manufacturing chlorophyll, that is how the human being absorb the sun rays in producing melanin. Now, this melanin play a very crucial role in our body. This melanin that we see like that play a very crucial role in the functioning of our system. Melanin is one of the elements, when you study it so far, it 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 help in digestion, it help us spiritually. That is the energy that we use in production. That is the energy, the energy melanin, when it transfer, that maintain us, keep us when we are in fasting. That is why we are the black rays are the melantonic rays. That is that the one that the sun rays, that the people that can transform this energy in producing melanin, and why the white rays they lack melanin in them. And that is, if you see even critically, the black rays are more stronger and resistant to disease than the white rays. That's a fact. I'm not telling you, it's a fact. So what am I just saying? If you are white, please, if you are watching this video and that you are a white man, or you are from the white race, please don't just get a mess that, oh, because I'm white I cannot produce melanin. No, don't just think like that. Let me tell you something. There's no limitation that happened to you except that one has been put in your mind, or that is from your mind. You can be a white race, but if you believe inside your mind that you can still stay in the sun and your body will absorb the sun rays and produce melanin, of course it will happen. It will happen. The mind is very powerful. The mind, the thought is very powerful. Begin to change your perspective about the way you see things. Even if you are white, take the intention that your body can produce melanin, and it will do produce it. Just take an experience. Sit somewhere. Begin to meditate on this fact that your body can produce melanin. Let that thing encompass over your body. Melanin is something that you need. It's something that I need for our survival, for us to stay healthy and build our immune system. This is something that I'm sharing to you. I know many people are not going to agree with this fact, but it's a truth. It's something that has been hidden from you. Now that you know the truth, don't joke with this element. 1. The mind. 2. The food. 3. The water. And 4. Sunrise. The sun. Now, If not family, I know this video has been so interesting to you and it has helped you. It just remains to you to go outside there and put the knowledge that you have derived from this video into practice. I will just invite you to subscribe and give a like to this video and comment below. So, I'm going to say bye bye to you and see you in our next video, where I will be sharing with you more and more things in raising your energy, raising your vibration. So, stay, you are blessed, you are blessed, and you are blessed. Let the peace of the universe encompass your whole body. See you next time. Bye bye.